Originally recorded by Elvis back in the 1950s, Love Me Tender has since then been covered by dozens of artists with just as many different arrangements of the song. And that's what we're going to do with this lesson. We're going to do an arrangement that's a little easier to play and sing along with, and that's going to be an arrangement in the key of C. For the opening strum pattern, we start with a C chord shape, and the first change or transition is going to be from C to a C/G. C/G just indicates that the bass note of a C chord, the standard bass note, which is usually C, is going to be changed or inverted to another note, and that would be the G. So the letter after the slash indicates the new bass note of the chord. So we've got the C and the C/G. Now the strum pattern is going to be down, up, down, up. It's going to be played like so. As you continue to work on that, you may notice on the lesson preview, you get a little choppy on the rhythm, but to start off, if you think down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up to start, then eventually you start adding a little bit more of a choppy effect once you get acclimated to the strum pattern. After the C/G, we go to a D7th chord, and we're going to do a strumming variation. On the D7th chord, it's going to be down, up, down, up, up, down. So let's put it together from the beginning, a 3-chord sequence, C, C/G, and D7th. And we'll use the strumming patterns and we'll do a slow walkthrough. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. And we'll do that one more time. The next 3-chord sequence will be a G7th chord. And essentially we play it twice, except the second time we emphasize the bass note. So you could refer to this second chord as G7/B, with that bass note, the new bass note, being the 5th string 2nd fret. And then the final chord will be returning back to the open C chord shape. We're going to apply the same strumming pattern to this 3-chord sequence as we did with the previous 3 chords. So doing a slow walkthrough on that, here we go, starting with the G7th. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down. And we'll do that one more time. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So the key is on the G chords, the first two, the G7ths, is to get that bass note to sound. Now we'll put together the complete verse section, which is a 6-chord sequence. C, C/G, D7, then G7, G7/B, and C. And this 6-chord sequence is played twice for the verse, so that's how we're going to rehearse it, and we're going to do a slow walkthrough from the top. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and... For the chorus, the chord transitions are a little trickier. So the first thing we're going to do is work on the chord shapes. And the first 4-chord sequence is going to be a regular C, then an E7/B, an A minor, and a C7 chord shape. And for all 4, we're going to focus on just strumming those middle 4 strings. So let's do another walkthrough with that first 4-chord sequence. Here we go with C, E7/B, A minor, and C7. The strum pattern for the sequence is going to be up, down for each chord. So let's work on these 4 chords with the strum pattern. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. And let's do that one more time. Then we're going to go to what I refer to as a middle F chord shape, and we're going to apply a strumming variation. It's a 2-chord sequence that we're going to play now. It's going to be this middle F. Again, we emphasize just the middle 4 strings, and then a standard open C. And the strum pattern is going to be down, up, down for each chord. So let's go to that middle F, and we'll do that FC transition. Here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. And we'll do that again. Down, up, down, 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 up, down. Now let's put together these 2 sections of the chorus, and we're going to do a slow walkthrough. So starting with the C chord. 1, 2, ready, go. Let's do that one more time, starting with the C. The final section of the chorus will be a C, A7, D7, G7, C progression. Now it starts with a strum pattern on the C of up, down. Same thing with the A7, up, down. So backing up, putting them together. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then on the D7th, up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So putting those 3 chords together, C, A7, D7, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then we resolve the progression. We're going to go to G7th, down, up, down, and then the same on C, down, up, down, down. Putting those 2 together, G7, and then C. So let's put together this final section with the slow walkthrough. 1, 2, ready, go. And let's do it one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. Now let's do a slow walkthrough of the complete chorus. So here we go from the top. 1, 2, ready, and. And let's do that one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. The essential arrangement of the song is just repeating the verse and chorus section. So when it comes time to end it, what we're going to do for this arrangement is we're going to revisit the last section of the chorus and do a little variation on those last two chords. We're just going to let them sustain a G7 and a C7. And since I'm on a classical guitar, I can kind of flick down the front nail of my first finger, and that tends to work with this arrangement. So putting together the ending, we're going to do the C, A7, D7, and then the sustained G7 and sustained C chord. So let's rehearse that. 1, 2, ready, go. Once you have the verse and chorus sections memorized, the next step is to put together or start working on a basic arrangement or performance of the song. You can also start working on syncing up lyrics or vocals with the chord changes. And you can do both by going back to the beginning of this video and following along with the lesson preview. Once you can do that, you can start working on extending the arrangement to play the complete version of the song.